Welcome, guys. So, not everybody can afford a mentorship. That one is normal thing. It's normal. Not everybody can afford mentorship, especially now. Mentorship are expensive. So mentorship costs $1,000, $500, $300, $200, and not everybody can afford it. Of course, there has to be a group of persons that can afford it, right? And it's normal. If you can afford it, fine. But if you can't afford it, then this video is for you, right? I'm going to be sharing what you will do if you can't afford mentorship, and I believe it's going to help you a lot, right? So you better watch to the end of the video and subscribe as well. So, like I said earlier, mentorship are quite expensive now. Some mentorship are expensive. Some of them cost $1,000, $500, $300, $200, and especially if you live here in Africa, $200, that's not even up to average wages, right? It's not up to average wages. I think the average wage in Nigeria here is probably 50 something thousand or maybe 40 something thousand, and I'm hearing they want to increase it to 70 something thousand. So even though your average wages, or if you live in Nigeria and your average wages is 70 something, let's say it's 70 something, you can't still afford a proper mentorship, because those mentorships, they are expensive. They reach up to $200, $300, $130, $100. So you see, it's not even up to that amount. So they just say you need to save up like maybe 2 months of your salary to be able to afford it. And if the mentorship is $1,000, $500, then you see, you won't even save up to that extent to start paying for mentorship. And another thing is, you might be scared of paying for mentorship, especially if it's money you saved up, right? You might be afraid of what if the mentorship doesn't deliver? And it's understandable to think that way. Some mentorship doesn't deliver, honestly. Let me just speak the beans, right? Some mentorship do not deliver. You pay for mentorship doesn't mean it doesn't guarantee you're going to be successful in trading. It doesn't. So it doesn't guarantee you will succeed in trading, even though you pay for mentorship. You understand? It doesn't guarantee anything. You feel me? So I'm going to be talking about how you can be able to start off your trading if you can't pay for mentorship. Yes. And one thing I want to make very clear, you understand? One thing I want to make very clear is mentorship is a good thing. I'm one of those people that will say mentorship is not a good thing, that is not necessary, that you don't need to pay. I'm not one of those people, and I won't be telling you something like that, because I believe mentorship is good. I believe mentorship is a good thing, and if you have the money, you should pay for it, right? But before you pay for it, make your research. Look for somebody that has proven strategy and pay, not somebody who shows you Lambo, who shows you stuff. You understand? Who shows you diamond and all those things. All those things can be rented. You need to understand. You need to think outside the box. You need to be smart. You understand? You need to make a proper research. Look for somebody that has a proven strategy, somebody who has been in the game for long, somebody whose record are plain, honest, like very sincere. You need to look for people like that and start. If you can afford that mentorship, then you afford that mentorship and you learn. All right. So I won't be telling you that mentorship is not a good thing. I won't be telling you that if you have money, don't pay for mentorship. I'm not gonna do that, because I believe mentorship is a good thing. Once in a while, you need somebody to hold you and show you ways. It's going to like cut the journey a little bit shorter. You understand? Somebody who's going to be guiding you, showing you one or two stuff. So you're going to be like you're going to make your journey a bit less stressful. You're going to make your journey less stressful. Let me put it that way. So if you don't have money to pay for mentorship, my friend, I think the first thing you should do is use your YouTube. Yes, use your YouTube. See, you can learn anything here on YouTube. You can learn everything on YouTube. Let me just tell you, I don't know how to cook, right? I don't know how to cook. Personally, I don't know how to cook. But guess what? Recently, I've been putting in that work to cook. You feel me? I've been putting in the work to cook. Good day, I just made egg sauce. And guess what? I used YouTube. I'm using this thing as example because it's the same thing. If you're ignorant about something, you don't have a knowledge about something, then the only thing is to learn about that stuff and do it. So it's the same thing with trading. I don't know how to cook, you don't know how to trade, you don't know how to go about with trading, and you want to learn. So YouTube is the best way to start if you don't have money for mentorship. But if you have money for mentorship, you can pay and learn. But if you don't have money for mentorship, my friend, start with YouTube. Start with YouTube. I believe you can learn anything here on YouTube. I believe you can, whatever it is, coding, AI automation, whatever it is, I believe you can learn this on YouTube. I'm a strong believer of that, right? So like I said, I gave you an example of how I use YouTube to cook, and guess what? The food turned out very good. Then my next target is to cook jollof rice, and I'm still going to use YouTube. So start with YouTube, my friend. Start with YouTube. And another thing is, you don't know which person's page to start with, right? If you're a beginner, like you don't know anything about trading, then I think you should look for YouTubers that explain what trading really is. You know, what is pips, what is leverage, and all those stuff. And you can start off with baby pips as well. You can go to baby pips, www.babypips.com, and you can learn everything that has to do with forex, like the beginning stage of forex. You can learn all those stuff there. What is pips, what is leverage, what is margin, what is whatever it is, equity. You can learn all those stuff there on baby pips, and it's for free. Now when it comes down to the strategy part, you can use ICT. I will always recommend ICT. You understand? You can use ICT. If you just go on your YouTube and you search ICT, you see ICT profile, right? So you can start with ICT. So like I said, you can start with ICT, right? And it's for free. You don't need to pay money. He's here on YouTube, so you can search for ICT, learn the strategy. And if you're learning, my simple advice I'm going to give you before I shut down this video is learn as if you're in school. Don't just watch the video for just content sake, or don't just watch the video for video's sake. Watch it, take notes, study, go to price action, look for these things that ICT said, study for real, study. After watching the YouTube, you go to the charts, study, you spend hours, right? So I hope you like this video, and I hope this video helps you. I'll see you on my next video. Peace out.